Welcome to the 5th match of this league. We're currently 4-0. Fine hand. Got some creatures. Got some land. Playing again against another Shambling Vent deck. I like this hand against Shambling Vent decks. Got an edge champion, lands, creatures. We're not a very one-dimensional hand, so it's hard for them to piece together enough specific interaction to hate us out. Night's Whisper, interesting. Wonder what deck that could be. I don't know very many things played Night Whispers. Get the Master here to get 2 extra damage in. The argument to play Edge Champion before you can Thoughtseize it out is valid, but I feel like playing the Master, we present too much of a clock for him to be able to afford to cast a Thoughtseize, unless he has some very powerful, cheap interaction, which Lingering Souls does not qualify. Not in for trading the Vault Scourge off, so I'm gonna just cast Signal Pest, Ravager to really force him to jump block the Master. Thoughtseize? Sure. At this point though, we're going too wide for him to deal with it. We don't need to rely on the Edge Champion. Unless he's going to try to path the Master of Ethereum. But it doesn't look like that's what he's doing. Another Ravager. Ravager, Signal Pest. And now we just have to attack with everything. And him trying to double block something to kill it. We can move 1 counter over from the Ravager at no losses. So he just has to chomp. And he takes 3 and all of his guys die. We have a massive board position. Unless he's playing Wrath of Gods, we can't possibly lose. Now that I say that, he draws into 1, but when you cycle a Relic of Progenitus, it's going to be real hard to play a Wrath of any kind. And this should be game. Most Lingering Souls decks don't play Wraths, which is why I wasn't playing around it. But, I don't know, maybe I should have been worried. Alright. This is well over 10 damage. He can't possibly live. So we saw more plains and swamps than we did in the previous version, so I don't think I'll go all in on the Blood Moons. Definitely bring in both Aether Grids. We didn't see much in the way of Eldrazi, so he might actually not be playing in an Eldrazi type variant. So the Edge Champions are really good in that situation. Against this kind of white deck, I'm a little bit lower on Overseer and Ravager, since once they bring in Stony Silence, they're both awful, whereas all of these 3-drops are great against Stony Silence, assuming you can cast them. Thoughtseize just always comes in against these kind of decks. You want to snipe out whatever powerful hate piece they have. Rest in Peace, no. Whip Flare is fine against some of these decks, but we don't really need it. Welding Jar can come out, and we can put in a Whip Flare against more Lingering Souls, just in case. Maybe we bring in more Blood Moons if we see less basics in the next game, but yeah, it should be fine for here. Sorry about the pinging noise in the background. Alright, this looks good. We have a turn 1 Thoughtseize, so we can't get Stony Silenced, or can't get Stony Silenced as easily. And we have a Durber Aether Grid to back it up. Even better. From Opal, Ornithopter. That's the Pest. That's the Thoughtseize. See what we're working with. Oh, so this is a Gideon tribal deck. Ah, I see. so we're definitely taking Stony Silence and playing around Wraths and Gideons. Right. It's good that he doesn't have a lot of lands right now, though. His clock is going to be somewhat anemic. Although Knight's Whisper is probably drawing him into some. Really matter which land I play? I don't think so. Citadel. The grid. 1 damage versus 1 damage off the grid. Might as well save the grid. Or just in case he plays Lingering Souls or something, we can shoot down the Lingering Soul. The Gideons might actually be kind of hard to get through. Please go right ahead and Thoughtseize me. So he's down to 15. We play here. Yeah, see, we're seeing a lot of basics, so we're probably going to take out that other Blood Moon. I think the Edge champions are probably going to be pretty good against all these Gideons, although it's going to be somewhat weak against the Wrath of God, so we'll want to play around that as much as we can. He's going to kill my Opal and my Ornithopter. That's sort of fine. It's not the most value you could get off those two things. Now I have a choice between 2 poison and 2 non-poison. I'll go with the regular damage. I guess I could have gotten 2 poison and 1 ping, but that way I wouldn't be killing off both of his Lingering Souls. Yeah. Mania plating. Well, that is excellent. That we most certainly will equip. Excellent. So he's dead next turn, unless he plays some kind of Lingering Souls type act. Animate. Doesn't really matter what order I do it in. One of them. Other of them. Quit. And he needs to have his very last card be Path to Exile or Fatal Push, or he's dead. Nope. Sweet.